Welcome to Wednesday Night Live from the Basement. Here's your hosts, Rob, Daryl, and Joe.
Good evening, everybody. It is the last day of 2025, so we're here for the New Year's Eve grand finale. How you guys doing?
Good. I have had to shovel a little bit of snow, but not nearly as much as our good friend up a little further north has, right, Daryl? We won't talk about that much.
I had to borrow my neighbor's snowblower because it was just absolutely crazy. In the last week and a half, I would say we've accumulated between 50 and 80 centimeters of snow.
Oh.
That would be my guess.
Yeah,
minimum.
that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
But we'll put it this way: we have my wife and I have a Starlink satellite dish on the roof of the house. We had no internet for half the day yesterday because I had to get somebody to get a ladder for me so I could go on the roof of my porch to shovel out my satellite dish.
Yeah,
which was completely buried. Yeah, that's the kind of day that I've had. And my daughter finally got home today. We had to book her an extra day in a hotel yesterday because her bus was canceled first thing in the morning because all the highways were closed.
Right. So train from your place to what, Timmins, and then bus from Timmins out, but they couldn't get out of Timmins or something.
Yeah, pretty much. It's here to Cochrane, which is an hour away from Timmins.
Oh, okay.
And then the buses were all canceled. The highway was closed from, I believe, Timmins to Thunder Bay, like the entire stretch all the way to Thunder Bay. It was brutal.
No good.
Nope.
I don't know about you guys. I mean, I've lived in this shit for 47 years, and you don't get used to it. In fact, it gets harder.
Yeah. Well, I've now officially surpassed 60. So
happy birthday last week, by the way.
Thank you. Might have to speak up just a little bit more. I don't need any more white Christmases. I'm good. I just don't need them. If I'm gonna go, not that I do ski, if I'm gonna go skiing, I'll go to where the snow is. I don't need the snow where I am. So yeah. It is what it is, but yeah, I'm good. I was never that big on snow anyway, or I never really needed it. I was kind of indifferent to it before, but I am definitely done now. So
yeah, me too. We don't have as much snow as Daryl does, but we've got a good, I don't know, foot maybe.
Yeah.
And underneath that foot is a layer of ice because we had a little bit of snow. And then we had freezing rain for like 3 days. And then everything flash froze. And then it snowed on top of it. And it's miserable. Yeah. Gross.
That's been the extra, right? Is all the ice and shit. You get like a parfait. I like a good parfait, but not in my weather. That's for sure.
Well, and the thing that irritates me, and my wife thinks I'm crazy, my driveway right now, which is concrete, is bare.
Yeah.
And it is always bare. If I happen to drive on it before I shovel it, after I shovel it, I get the scraper out and I scrape the tire tracks off. I'm that guy. My driveway has to be bare the entire time. But the little piece that is 4 feet wide or 4 feet long from the sidewalk to the road is a fucking skating rink because I shoveled it. And then the snowplow went by in the middle of the night when we had all the freezing rain and everything froze over and I can't get it off. And I'm looking out my window like 8 times a day going, I wonder if I can break that ice off. My wife said, just leave it alone.
Yeah,
but my driveway's not there.
Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. It'll be okay. Yeah.
Bothers me. No.
Anyway.
I just don't even like thinking about it. As soon as I go outside and I see that much snow, I just go, I'm just going to turn around, go back in the house, that kind of thing. But I had no choice. The snow was so high. But at least like I said, my neighbor was really nice and lent me his snowblower and stuff. And then that was really funny because I was using it and he's a taxi driver. It's just his part-time business. He's retired or whatever, but he explains to me how to use a snowblower and all that. And then he leaves and halfway through fucking thing runs out of gas.
No.
But I couldn't get to my shed because there was so much snow in the way. So then what was really funny is that I mentioned that we didn't have internet and I had to shovel the roof off. My second youngest son, because he's so light, the one that plays hockey, he climbs over all this snow, barely falls in,
Yeah.
and he goes to the shed and rips the door open because the lock was undone for whatever reason. And he goes and he gets the ladder and he's like carrying it over the snow and all that. But it's a short ladder, so I actually couldn't get on the roof of the house.
Oh no.
It's all that work. I couldn't get on.
It's a Canadian catch-22. I can't get to my shed where the gas is for my snowblower, and I can't snowblow to get to the shed to get the gas for my snowblower. So, yeah.
Oh, so well. I'm having to listen to a lot of I told you so's from my wife. So my snowblower 2 years ago, I was having problems with it. It was having trouble getting started, and then as soon as you get into snow, it would bog down and it would stop. It's like, I don't know, the carburetor probably needs cleaned, the belt needs changed, whatever. I'm not mechanically inclined when it comes to small engines. So last fall, I'm like, I'm going to take it in and get it fixed before the snow flies. I never got around to it. So starting in September, my wife's like, you better get the snowblower in to get fixed this year. Because I just about fucking died last year because my back's like, I mean, I'm fine, but when I do a lot of shoveling, then my back gets sore and I'm in the middle of the driveway thinking I'm going to have a heart attack, because, I'm 47 going on 60. So I got lots of time. And then October goes around. You really got to get that snowblower in. Hun, I got lots of time. November rolls around. You got to get the snow. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it soon. I still haven't done it yet. It's too late now. So for the second year in a row, fuck, no snowblower.
Yep.
We went to buy one on Boxing Day because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Every single Canadian Tire from here to probably Collingwood, there's none. They're all sold out.
Yep. One thing I did buy, and I'm glad that I did, is you don't always need the snowblower. Like when there's like 2 inches of snow, if my snowblower is working, I wouldn't get it out. I'd just shovel. But I bought one of those electric shovels, one of the Ryobi ones, because I got a ton of Ryobi tools and I already have the batteries and everything. So I bought one of those. So it's kind of like a mini snowblower. It's only this big. And that fucking thing is fantastic because when we got 6 inches of snow a month ago, I shoveled it in like 10 minutes with that thing and I was done and my back didn't hurt and I didn't think I was going to have a heart attack. And I'm like, it's not a snowblower. But on days when you don't quite need the snowblower, it saved my back. So I'm all for it. So.
Perfect.
Yeah. So to everyone watching here, Record Hound, welcome. Richard, welcome. Trevor, welcome. Whoever else.
You guys all have a good New Year's.
Yeah, yes. We're gonna be on till 10. Well, obviously, I'm not going until midnight because I'd say we all have lives, but I think the consensus is we're all staying at home doing nothing with our spouses later this evening. I think.
I got to go watch Stranger Things, so there's no spoiler alerts. Or no spoilers. So
there you go.
Yeah. I gotta see if I don't know if he's going to this year. My oldest son usually calls and I do one shot of Sambuca over FaceTime with him or whatever. So
that's see. Good.
That stuff is awful though. I don't know why I do it every year, but it.
Well, you gotta drop a coffee bean in it, light it on fire, and make it a little more interesting because
Or you can put it in your neighbor's snowblower.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that's the Everclear.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I mean, I know your Christmases were good, but your Christmases were good, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think we've had that conversation either. Not in this scenario, anyhow. So,
not publicly. Mine was good. We hosted the Christmas dinner, and if you recall, 2 weeks ago when we did this, I was sick.
Yeah,
and I was sick for a while. I was sick for 3 weeks. It just kicked the shit out of me. Probably the flu. I think might have been COVID. I don't know. My son brought it home, and he was sick for about a week. And I suffered for 3 weeks. I completely lost my voice last week. Like, I couldn't talk at all. Like, it was literally as much as I could force out was a whisper. Like, I completely lost my voice. And so I finally, on Christmas Eve in the morning, went to my doctor's walk-in clinic. And he's like, oh, yeah, you have a chest infection. I'm like, oh, that's fun. So I got some meds for that and everything. I'm done all that now and I feel great, but it took 3 weeks, but I said to the doctor, can I have family over tomorrow, for Christmas? He goes, who's coming over? I said, oh, my in-laws. And he goes, oh, they're your in-laws. Who cares? Get them sick.
Yeah, sure. Just have that.
He goes, you're not sick anyway, so it's all good. So we had a good Christmas dinner, and I cooked the turkey, and it turned out delicious, and everyone was happy. So
perfect.
What about you guys?
Daryl, yours was good, I think.
Yeah. Ours was good. My daughter made it. We were a little worried that she wasn't going to make it, and then of course, like I said, the reverse trip was she got stuck in Cochrane, so we paid for an extra night in a hotel. But I'd rather her be safe than sorry, so yeah. That's good. No, we had a good turkey dinner and mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, cranberry sauce, just the usual. And my wife always laughs because she makes way too much stuffing. So we can never get rid of it because there's only me and my wife. My daughter will eat a little bit of it, but the boys don't eat stuffing. So it was good.
You can send yours. This way. You can send it this way. It was good. Birthday bash on last Wednesday, as much as you can have a birthday bash. Got the big Chinese food buffet. And then continued to eat that all the way through until the next day started with turkey and all the good stuff. Of course, we had to clean out the fridge for all the extra next leftovers. So Riley and I ate a lot of Chinese food over a 24-hour period. So it was good. I think just the general consensus was a lot of eating, but got to hang out with family and friends, and it was good. You know, we didn't get a chance to do our little dog and pony show last week, which is always, a highlight of the week. So, but it was good. It was good. Went and saw these guys again, Took, last Saturday. Fantastic show.
Tradition now.
It is. Yeah, it's just becoming a tradition. It's been every year because a lot of them, well, not a lot of them. One of them lives in Moose Jaw, so they're right near here, and then one of them is kind of from there's me and the boys and Joe making the picture look good.
Sorry, send that. Let me add this here. Hold on.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to put it up there. I forgot that I still have whatever I have here, and it went up. So
yeah,
but it's becoming a yearly tradition because I said two of them are from here, and then one is from Winnipeg and one is from Innisfail, Alberta. So they all kind of come around for Christmas, and then they do a little tour. They were here. They were in Saskatoon a couple nights ago. They're in Winnipeg tonight for New Year's Eve. So so it's just becoming a great tradition for us, kind of that in between Christmas and New Year's thing to go and see them. And
you might want to remind some of our American friends who may not know who Took is. A couple of the guys have played in another band that they will have heard of.
Yeah, for sure. So as you're looking at the picture on the far right-hand side, that's Brent Fitz, and Brent currently is in Slash featuring Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. He's a conspirator. He's also going to be in the touring version of Triumph that's coming up next year. He's also touring with Streetheart for what that's worth. Then there's me. I'm not doing anything except I'm wearing my new Lady Gaga t-shirt that I got for Christmas. That Joanne and I both got one from my mom, not the same shirt. So we're going to be wearing that in Montreal. Todd Kearns is the tall dude in the middle. Again, part of Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Also going to be in Triumph and just does a whole ton of other stuff. Was also in Age of Electric forever ago. Corey Churko, who has the Took shirt that looks very similar to this. This was the cover of the hot sauce and the beer. Anyway, was with Shania Twain for like 30 years. Her musical director. He was with Kelly Clarkson on her tour the last little bit. And the gentleman on the end, Shane Gallus, is most notably in a band from Japan called the Bees, which are pretty friggin' huge over there. He is their touring drummer. I don't know if he's on some of the albums, but so just a bunch of good kids, and turning into a tradition. One more thing quick, if I may. Sorry. The opening band is a band called Black Tea out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Rob, I don't know if I've forwarded you this or not yet. I think maybe
you have not. I've never heard of them.
Oh yeah, you got to check it out. I think it will be right up your alley. It's really good. They themselves compare themselves a little bit to the Sheepdogs, but I think much better than the Sheepdogs. I'm not a big fan for some reason, but there's some 70s soul in there a little bit. They also compare themselves, and rightfully so, to the Black Crows. But
I'm in.
It is phenomenal writing.
What are they called?
First time out. They're called Black Tea, just TEA, and the album is called Now That You're Here. There's the boys on the front there, the autograph, and then there's their picture. They don't, I don't know if they're on a Spotify or not, but if you go to YouTube, they're all on YouTube. All their songs are on YouTube, but it's just fantastic. I mean, I get excited about bands often, but it's also kind of nice to know that they're right from here in Regina. Talked to them at the show. I've talked to them since. We're going to bring some of the albums into the shop. They actually have a song that's on the charts right now, and I think it is Living Easy is the one that's out there, but just good. I recommend. I know Trevor's already already sent them an email and said, send me the album, because they have, I don't know how many they printed, but they printed a bunch, and it is nicely done. It's a gatefold, obviously, as I continue to show it, but it's a nice printed inner sleeve as well. That must be Grandma and Grandpa. I'm not exactly sure. I think that's just a statue somewhere. I should probably know who that is, but I don't. Anyway, really, really good. I highly recommend that you at least give them a listen. I keep stipulating this when I go on about them to people. It has to be your style of music, but if it is your style of music, it is very good. So and it's not a single style. So give them a listen. Black Tea, out of Regina, Saskatchewan. We're going to have the album at the store. You can buy it direct from them as well. So I would recommend it, and give them a listen. So there you go. I'm done with promo.
I'm probably going to tell you tomorrow I listened to Black Tea and ordered their album. Is probably what's going to happen.
I got I talked to Trevor about them, and he sent me a note. He goes, Joe, I listened to it. Then I listened to it again. Then I listened to it again. So, like I said, and then he already contacted him, and he's getting one shipped out to Seattle for him. So, they're it's good, and they seem like pretty good kids too. So, mid-20s. 3 of the songs were written a few years ago and done in Hamilton. The rest were done out at Katepwa Lake, Saskatchewan. Someone's got a recording studio out there, but a really, really nice debut and a well-done vinyl. So anyway, I don't mean to go on, but I really like them. So
Douglas is asking Joe, have you heard of Snooper?
No, I have not. So I'm going to have to check that out as well.
All right.
Snooper.
So tonight we're talking just about New Year's and party stuff, because all 3 of us look like absolute raging party animals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because we're all staying home at New Year's and doing absolutely nothing. So
I am drinking this punch thing that my wife makes for me and the kids. My one son doesn't like it, but it's basically just like ginger ale, 7-Up, and like 3 different kinds of frozen juice. You just put it all together in a bowl, and anyway, that and Asian pot stickers. That's the plan for tonight.
That's all right. That's a good deal. It's okay.
Nice. I'm rolling the dice whether my wife will even still be up, having not gone to bed by the time we're done this. So either her and I are going to watch some Netflix, or I'm going to watch TV by myself. That's my exciting night. So
we do what we do.
I'm all right. I don't like leaving my house after 8:00 in the morning. So yeah, we're good. So yeah, nothing too fancy tonight. We could show party albums. We could show things that are New Year's themed. You could do whatever the hell you want. There's no rules here. So, Record Hound is saying strongly recommend Happy New Year by Spike Jones and his City Slickers.
Cool. Check that out as well. Record Hound added some words to his title, did he not? It's not always been worked on. I'm getting older and more senile, and I'm comfortable with that. But he added some stuff, right?
He did.
Okay, good.
Rob, for Christmas shopping, did you find any shirts for $1 like I did from Walmart? No, I don't actually do much Christmas shopping. My wife does it. We just buy for my son, and that's about it. So aside from me going to Canadian Tire and Home Depot on the day after Boxing Day to see if there are any deals on tools that I didn't need, I haven't done any shopping. So what are you going to do? And yes, I did buy tools at both locations. So
That's good.
I have records and I have a lot of tools. So, but I can't fix a snowblower. So go figure.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do?
I have a working snowblower, but can't get to the gas. So
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you want to go first, Daryl?
Sure, might
All
as
right.
well, I guess.
Let her
So like you said, we're all just real party people here. But I think the way that I approach this is if you were going to come to my house for a New Year's party, these would be the things that I might put on just to socialize or whatever it is. And if you don't like my music, then you can pack up your stuff and leave my house. That's how I see it.
If you were coming to my house for a New Year's Eve party, I'd give you the wrong address so no one would show up.
So this is actually going to come as a shock. There's actually quite possibly a couple of disco tunes that are going to show up today.
Oh God!
And I'm starting off. I'm actually starting off with a threefer because I have 3 other albums. But I figured you might as well get this party started with some Village People and do the whole YMCA. But once you're done the YMCA, why don't we do a little bit of Go West? I think that would be a good one to go with. And then I guess if people are still on the dance floor, you go with Macho Man. Although I actually prefer the Pet Shop Boys version of Go West.
Yeah.
To that one, but I think I would get my party started with the YMCA.
Are you gonna do the Trump?
Some Village People.
Are you gonna do the Trump dance?
I can't remember which one In the Navy's on. I think is it on the same one as YMCA, or is it on? Because I thought they had like it.
I think In the Navy might be on this one. Yeah, it's on the Go West one.
Oh, there you go. So you get Go West and you get In the Navy. There. Perfect.
But as much as I complain about disco, I had almost, because I figured Rob might show this one later, but I almost went with that band, that group that I don't like.
I just went and grabbed it because as soon as I'm like, I forgot. Yeah. So it's coming, Daryl. Buckle up.
Hey, you know what? I mean, obviously, if you're going to a wedding, which is one of the biggest parties you can go to, there will always be probably YMCA, most likely, or the DJ should be fired, one or the other, because it just works. It's just a song that almost works everywhere, regardless of nationality, race, anything. You just YMCA gets played at your wedding. Maybe not, but I mean, I used to play it at all the weddings I played.
At our wedding, which was 16 years ago now, holy shit.
Yeah.
I gave the DJ a list. I said, these are not to be played.
Yeah.
And on there was Village People, obviously.
Yeah,
Andre Joe, that was not getting played. There's that stupid fucking Garth Brooks song that gets played at every guy. I don't even know what the hell it's called. I'm like, that's not getting played. Yeah, we had a no playlist. So
is that like a no-fly zone?
And the DJ was cool. We hired a DJ company, and it just so happens the DJ that showed up was a friend of mine from grade school. So that worked out well. Excuse me. What are we saying? Chris Mann's tuning in. How you doing, sir?
It's actually New Year's where he is too.
Yes.
It was what is it? It's a couple in already. He's a couple hours in, well, hour and a half in already. Right?
He's talking to us from the future.
He is. Whoa.
All right, Joe.
My turn, eh? Well, let's just get her done right off the bat because we're all gonna party like it's 1999. Might as well get it out of the way. Not get it out of the way because I really like this album. I listened to this album today. Prince had a run of 3 or 4 that were just unbelievable, and then there was a bunch of other very, very good music that wasn't as commercially successful or as widely appealing as you know, this and Purple Rain and Sign of the Times, but still a very, very solid album. And of course, it's got 1999 on there. So we could all freak out the night before, but we were all fairly certain nothing was really going to happen because nothing was happening in places like the UK when it was still 1999 here. So, but anyway, Delirious, Little Red Corvette. That is side 1, 1999, Little Red Corvette and Delirious. So that's a pretty dang solid side 1. But yeah, if you're going to party, might as well party like it's 1999 or whatever year you like. But there you go.
Fully agree with you, Joe. And well, not spoiler alert, we might be talking about him again a little bit later.
Good. I'm a Prince fan. I don't know why I didn't go, but that's a story for another time. Well, it's a story I've told numerous times, but unfortunately, it cannot be corrected. So, Jason Arsenault.
I remember that whole Y2K thing and the whole 1999 turnover. People freaking out, and I was out partying, and nothing changed. Computers didn't die.
Yeah, I mean, either we were going to be fine or we weren't, so you might as well get a couple of drinks in. What the hell?
I knew Jason would be popping up because he just sent me a string of highly inappropriate messages targeted to make me laugh my ass off while I'm trying to host a live stream. So, how you doing, Jay?
And Douglas, yes, I think, Rob, what you meant was friends in low places.
Friends in low places. Yeah. I mean, I hate Garth Brooks on a good day, but that one especially. Nope.
What do you got?
We got to do this here, and then we got to go like that. And because Daryl requested this at my party, he says, if you don't play this, I'm leaving. Anything by ABBA. You gotta party to that, right? You gotta have some Dancing Queen. I remember it says Dancing Queen on it, does it? Nope, that's on volume 2. This is volume 1. But whatever. This has Honey Honey, Mamma Mia, I Do, Waterloo, Fernando. I fucking love ABBA. I don't have Greatest Hits Volume 2, and I don't have the first 2 albums. Before they were ABBA, when it was actually all of their names. I don't have those 2. But yeah, I love ABBA. The only ABBA song I don't like is Dancing Queen, surprisingly. But there you go, just for you, Daryl. Got to play some ABBA. I got like 6 more of them over there, so we can keep the ABBA going for a couple hours.
Yeah. I wouldn't leave your party, Rob. I mean, my closer you're going to enjoy too. So,
oh boy, I can just imagine. Let's see here. Record on saying funny parody of that was Friends in Crawl Spaces by Pinkerton Bowden about Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh fuck. I've not heard that.
No, I don't remember ever hearing that.
Imagine that's interesting.
Yeah, I know the Pinkerton Bowden guys, but yikes.
Friends in Crawl Spaces. How do you
yeah.
I just go, Daryl, it's your turn. I mean, I don't know where to go other than that. You follow Jeffrey Dahmer.
We're going to follow Jeffrey Dahmer with why don't we just shake it off? Why don't we just shake it off? Yeah, if you're going to come to my party, you know what? I wasn't a Taylor fan, but I'm starting to appreciate her stuff. Like I like this album and the newest one, the one that my wife just got me. They're the
Life of a
Showgirl album. I really like that. That's a really good album.
Yep.
Everything from start to finish I thought was really good. I put it on and I showed it on my my video that I posted this morning, my 2025 highlights. And it's a sparkly, glittery album, and we'll just put it this way. I mean, if you're expecting Taylor at 16 in country, that's not happening anymore. Taylor has gone crossed over to the dark side, I think, on that album a little bit. She's got some adult content, we'll put it that way. But Shake It Off. There was a teacher that used to work at my school. She retired a few years ago, and she used to play that stuff out of her classroom all the time. I was like, oh, why is she playing Taylor again? And then I listened to the Taylor's version album. I bought it at Indigo or whatever it was, and I think it's a really good album. Can't go wrong. And I think she, like a lot of other musicians, she got fucked over losing the rights to her songs, and she said, "Screw you! I'm just going to do them again."
And then she actually did. She did buy them back this year for rumors. It cost her $500 million, but she bought them back.
God.
But you know what? When you're worth $2 billion, I mean, she's going to make $500 million in the next couple of years anyway. So,
yep.
Look at that! Look at that comment. I like it. That's right.
You'll have no argument with me on the Taylor Swift front because I'm the lone Swiftie in this group, and I'll proudly wave that flag. So
nothing wrong.
I couldn't go with her new album because it's not really a party album. It's like I said, a little more adult content on that album is what I would call it.
Well,
He's
there's a
grown
song
up-
about Travis's penis, so yeah,
Yeah.
which I didn't need
Would
to
you
know.
or would you not? See?
Yeah. Do you think Taylor will do a prog rock in the future? No, I'd love her to do like a rock album though. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm just glad not to go on a big Taylor Swift. I like the Showgirl album, and I'm just glad that it took a left turn from the last 4 albums, which sounded very much the same. And I'm a big Swiftie, and I was starting to get really bored. So I'm glad she went all out pop on that one. It's great. So there you go. We might see Taylor show up again at some point soon. Maybe this round. Who knows? It's probably not going to be from Joe. So
Yeah, for no other reason than I just don't have any. I don't dislike her. I can't say that I've listened to much of it. So it's not a hate by any means. And I appreciate everything that she's done and how good of a person she is and all the people that she takes care of that work for her and everything else. I appreciate all that. I just haven't had a chance to listen to much of it. So, but again, for no other reason than I haven't. So, so we're going to go from one female artist named Taylor to another artist named Alice, but not female Alice, this Alice. Life and Death of the Party is Mr. Cooper. So you guys know my my affection for Alice and all things Alice Cooper Band. Supposedly, he's never talked about. He is one artist that continues to tour all the time and has never said, "Okay, this is it." Yeah, maybe this next one will be, "Okay, this is it." But I think he just enjoys it. I know. I guess I shouldn't say I know, but I'm fairly certain a big part of it is because he likes to go golfing. So why not travel around and go golf and then just play a show some night? Your wife comes with you. She's in the show. Your band are probably friends of yours that you've had for forever. You know, everybody, for the most part, I think Alice is a pretty well-liked dude, despite the persona. I don't think he's an asshole. I think he used to be, but not maybe ever an asshole, but, you know, not as easy to get along with when he was back in the drinking days. But yeah, so Life and Death of the Party from Constrictor. This one also has the man behind the mask from the Friday the 13th movie and Teenage Frankenstein. This is a pretty good Alice album. So yeah, supposedly a tour in 2026. I've seen him. I can't remember anymore. I think, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 15 times. I'll go again. He's always awesome. He's always fantastic. So I look forward to, and I hope it's not the last, but if it's the last, good on him, because he's had a hell of a career and he's lived a pretty good life. So hopefully we get a 2026 Alice Cooper tour.
So the only thing is, Joe, is as long as you're not bringing that constrictor with you to your party, I'll stick around. But if you bring that constrictor, I'm actually terrified of snakes.
Yeah, I'm not a big snake fan. I mean, I get them, but yeah, no, I'm not a big snake fan either. Although, you know, I guess I would live with the snake if I got to meet Alice, if he had his snake with him. I don't know if he takes it with him everywhere, but so there you go. Yeah, Lost in America is fantastic. I need a car because I need a job because it's great. I've like I said, of all the times I've seen him, I think maybe he's done that a couple of times. You get a lot of the standards and then you get some deep cuts. The last time he did do both Teenage Frankenstein and Man Behind the Mask, but always good, very theatrical, just a fantastic, usually I call it intimate 3,000, 4,000 seat shows, because he's not about big screens and stuff. He's about cool stuff going on the stage. So yeah, I like that one, Douglas, a lot, actually. There's not a lot I don't like by Alice. There's some, but not much.
all right. Since Daryl went this way, I'll do it and get it out of the way. The one Taylor Swift album that I can't fucking stand. I hate Reputation. But we're gonna play it at the party anyway, because it's kind of party music. It's pop, but it's dark, because this is pissed off Taylor. And so, you know, like the first song, Are You Ready For? I could see that kicking off a party. Absolutely. And coincidentally, there's also a song on here called New Year's Day. I don't even know what the song sounds like, because I've heard this album twice and I fucking hate it, except for about 2 songs. There she is on the back, and it's a gatefold, so There you go. What I don't like about this record is the standard edition is a picture disc.
That was the base. That's what they brought out?
Yeah, there is a very, very limited edition orange one that was only sold at four-year entertainment stores, and that's crazy expensive because there's only like 5,000 of them. Yeah. So the only version
that's why you don't like it, Rob. It's not audiophile quality. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, because I'm such a big audiophile. I hate the songs on this album. It's too like techno-y beat shit in the background, which I hate because I'm a grumpy old man. So I love Taylor, and I'll follow her to the ends of the earth and buy all her shit, even this, which I don't like. So, but it's I guess it would be a decent party album. It's sort of targeted towards the young folks, and it's got a song called New Year's Day. So there you go.
Very nice.
Right on.
We're gonna go around again. Comments are quiet because I imagine everyone's busy not listening to us tonight, which is totally understandable. So, All right.
Well, I don't know if Chris Mann is still in the comments. He might be New Year's Eve-ing it at 2 a.m. or whatever it is there. But why don't we go with the greatest hits album? And I know I'm not sure of your take on this, Rob, but I know Joe likes it. We'll do a little glam rock, and we'll go with some Bay City Rollers and Saturday Night. Especially if the party at my house is on a Saturday night.
I like the song.
But I think Dedication and Saturday Night are the only songs that are on here that are, I think, worth anything. But I don't mind the Bay City Rollers. I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of glam rock, as long as it's not the guy who shall remain nameless. But glam rock is okay. Yeah. And I mean, if we're going to go glammy, I mean, that even continues into the 1980s with your hair metal bands and stuff like that. But I think Saturday Night, if my party is on a Saturday, we'll do that. Might as
100%. 100%. I'm sure my lovely wife Joanne had many a party where the Bay City Rollers were played because we own every single one of their albums. They're over there. So it's fun. It's good. It's not an everyday listen, but I Saturday Night when that was out, because I was around when that was out, it was a big hit and I was a fan. It was good. It was a bit of a juxtaposition between Kiss and the Bay City Rollers, but there you go. So it was what it was.
Nothing wrong with variety.
Nope, that's right. Hey, let's go with a awesome Canadian punk power pop fun band called Teenage Head, which had to change its name to Teenage Heads because they got grief for Teenage Head. But just awesome song. And on here is Teenage Beer Drinking Party. And it is exactly what you think it would be, because that's exactly what it's about. So, but good Canadian band. Let's Shake, probably the biggest song, not probably the biggest song from them. Not on this album, on the album before, I believe. But good stuff, really, really good stuff. Sorry, I got a little light going on tonight, but that's all right. We'll do that. Just fun. Definitely a band that would be played at a lot of parties. You could take your Teenage Head album to your party in the 70s, early 80s, and it would for sure hit the turntable, and people would enjoy it because they were just very good live back in the day too. A very good party band to go and see. Only had a chance to see them once way back in the waybacks, but very good stuff. So,
Keith, how you doing? Attack from Down Under. It's already New Year's down there. There you go.
Yes.
Would have been New Year's probably, about 10 hours ago, probably.
Yeah, a little bit ago now, right?
Because I was watching Brian from Tokyo Record Style this morning at 10 o'clock, and he had just rung in New Year's in Japan. So I would assume roughly the same time zone. So Happy New Year, Keith. Record on saying there's also a B-side of Teenage Beer Drinking Party, Kissing the Carpet.
Can't say that I'm familiar with the B-side, but Kissing the Carpet and Teenage Head, I can kind of put that together in my mind and figure out what they were going for. Some of the other songs on here, well, one other one that it sticks out. the Shag Shack. I'm not exactly sure. For those that don't speak UK or Canadian, shag is fornication. So I'm not sure exactly because I can't remember that song too specifically, but I'll have to listen to it again. So good
Teenage
fun.
Head, for some reason, they were a '90s band, right? Mainly.
No, I remember them earlier than that. This came out in '82, and like I said, I think this was their second album. So I think
So they've been around a while then.
Frantic City would have been fairly early, and then again they did actually have to change their name because people were giving them grief for Teenage Head, so they changed it to Teenage Heads. But yeah, Frantic City was '80. Some Kind of Fun, which was that one, was '82, and then Tornado, which I also have, which is actually Teenage Heads at that point, was '83. Yeah, so early '80s, I guess kind of late '70s, early '80s. So
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe some reason I thought they were in the '90s with some stuff, but yeah, I never really listened to them.
They might have been touring again in the '90s, like that. If you're in that early '80s, you were probably then on the smaller circuit. Unfortunately, sometimes into the '90s, maybe. So,
Teenage Head makes me think of a party song that Daryl will know. I don't know if Joe will know it or not, but Daryl and I, we're both big Amanda Marshall fans. And on her third album, she's got that great song, Sunday Morning After. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
I woke up with a snake tattoo. And it's about waking up and go, what the hell happened last night? That would be great to show, except it's not available on vinyl.
Yeah.
The only one, yeah.
The only one.
I've still got to get her new one.
It's okay. I have it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first two by any means. It's kind of on par with the last one, the one before that, but I don't know why. Maybe it's tied up in rights issues or something. The one that isn't out yet, but I'd pick up Heavy Lifting. It's if you like her other two albums, it's a little more R&B, a little less pop, but it's still a good listen. So
I just have the first one. I think I have the second one CD wherever the CDs are in behind the wall, but yeah.
Okay, my turn, I think.
Yep.
All right. When I think of a party band, I think of me first and the Gimme Gimmes, who are a punk super group, loosely, because various members have been in other punk bands. This guy here was the Ramones bass player after Dee Dee Ramone. I can't remember what his name was now. Help me out here, Joe. Do you remember?
Can't remember.
No.
CJ
Ramone. There you go.
CJ. There you go.
That's CJ Ramone right there. The Gimme Gimmes they've been around for 20 years probably. And they do punk covers of songs that are not punk songs. And they're great. They're fun. Every single one of them is fast and upbeat. And I picked this one in particular. This is called I Blow It at Madison's Quinceanera. I don't speak Spanish, so I probably butchered that.
Quinceanera, I believe.
Sure.
Quinceanera.
Sure. I take it that's kind of like a Mexican bar mitzvah, or
yeah. I think maybe it's 16 coming out. Hey, here's the world for you. Yeah,
sure. So it's an upbeat punk album of non-punk songs, and it's recorded live at this person's whatever Joe said. So
yeah,
it's kind of like a 2-for-1, right? It is actually at a party, recorded at a party, and all of the Gimme Gimme songs are kind of party songs. So
perfect.
It is a gatefold. There you go. There's a bunch of sort of Polaroids from said whatever it's called.
Quinceanera.
So they're full on punk. They're not like Mighty Mighty Boss Tone type.
No.
They're punk straight up.
They're very fast, like 200 beats a minute, 3-bar chords, punk. But
count it off 1, 2, 3, 4, and go.
That's pretty much it. And they're all bloody fantastic. The best album, if you're looking for one, is called Have a Ball. It was one of their first records. It's the best one of them all. They also have one where they've done country songs. They've done ones that are songs by divas. They're all fantastic. You can't go wrong with a single one of them. But Like this one here, a punk version of "Love Will Keep Us Together," a punk version of oh shit, I don't know, "Happy Birthday," "Changes." You know, "I Could Fall in Love." None of these are punk songs, so the gimme gimmes are fun. If you see one of the records anywhere, buy it. They're entertaining. You can't go wrong. So,
neat.
Look at this, Joe. The owner of the store I worked managed Teenage Head in the late 70s. That's cool.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's cool. That's good. Where is Record Hound from? I don't know. I should know. Ontario somewhere?
Yeah, Southern Ontario somewhere.
Okay.
I should know, but
With us every week, but yeah.
Say Catherine's, I think. I can't remember. I'm terrible with remembering names. Detail. See, look at hey, I got it right. St. Catherine's.
You got it right. There you go.
Holy
Perfect.
shit. Bonus points for me.
Excellent. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
There you go.
It's not his fault, Joe. All right. Keep the party going, Daryl.
Well, I'm going to keep the party going. I know that there's a term called post-punk that, for whatever reason, people hate. Joe, or Rob, you just talked about punk music. Why don't we create a new term? We'll call it pre-punk. Why don't we do that?
Sure.
Because at my party, I like to do a lot of dancing, and we're going to go back to the 1960s. And why don't we throw on a little bit of chubby checker, and we'll get some dancing going.
We'll twist
We'll do
again.
the twist, and because Rob is going to volunteer to do this, he's going to do the limbo. He's going to do the limbo rock.
Yeah.
Then Rob's going to throw his back.
This has all his dances on it. It's got the twist, the hucklebuck, the fly, pony time, and limbo rock. And then on side B, we're going to let's twist again.
Of course.
So I don't bring this one out too often. It was my grandpa's copy. But I mean, I think if I was to have gone to like one of my grandfather's parties back in the 50s and 60s, this is the kind of stuff you would see. And so why don't we kick it old school with some chubby checker and get all the dancing out.
It looks like it's that thing looks like it's in perfect shape too, which is cool.
It's flawless. There's no ring wear or nothing on it. It's just on one of these boring labels too. It's not even. It just says chubby checker on it. It's not even a. There's nothing special about the label or anything. I'll bet you my grandpa bought it out of one of those magazines in the 1970s or 80s.
Keith makes a good point. Less people in the panels week makes it easier to remember whose turn it is. Hey, Keith, if you want to join us, man, I'll send you the link. Let me know. Even if you want to pop in for a few minutes, by all means, feel free to join us. Love to have you.
Yeah, Keith, you could show us some of the party music that's going on right now that it's 2026.
It'll be weird, right? Because we'll be here in 2025 talking to someone who's in 2026. How much of a mind fuck is that?
Crazy.
Somebody get the DeLorean.
That's right. Where we're going, we don't need
roads.
That's right. Okay, we're going to stay in Canada, and we're going to go with a little Max Webster. Our friend Alex is not here tonight. I still am on a mission. I haven't gotten any. I used to have some spare Max Webster, but I haven't gotten anything in the last little while to get it to our good friend. But the song on here is called The Party. And if you listen to it again, Kim never really got that deep in his lyrics. They were always good, don't get me wrong. And then it got a little deeper when it became just Kim Mitchell. But back in the Max Webster's days, just good stuff. This is Mutiny Up My Sleeve. Not exactly sure what they were going for there, but here are some outfits that are party appropriate, I think. Especially this one right here. Like, I don't know. I don't know if
I like that one, and I like the one second from the second one too.
Yeah,
sounds like he's in pink pajamas or whatever that is.
Exactly. Like it's a crop top, and I'm not exactly sure. Max Webster had a lot of fun back in the day, that's for certain. So always good stuff, always fun. And Max Webster, good stuff. So The Party. I never even thought about Max Webster and Kim Mitchell. Patio Lanterns would have been enough.
Amazing party song.
Not to be the song "The Party," not to be confused with. You guys ever see the Peter Sellers movie "The Party"? Birdie Num Nums, and it's hilarious. I mean, it's very somewhat inappropriate these days, but worth a watch. I would recommend worth a watch. If you're a Peter Sellers fan, he was hilarious in it. So, yeah.
Okay. Since Joe went Canadian, I'm going to stay Canadian. And I'm going to go with a slightly different kind of party. I've not been to one of these kind of parties, but I would love to. But I've been to a concert where it created that kind of atmosphere. And there's a thing, especially if Curtis is watching, which I don't think he is, there's something in the east coast of Canada called the kitchen party.
Yeah.
And kitchen parties sound like so much the only kind of party I would probably enjoy. I think it's the Newfoundland, Nova Scotia kind of thing where
excuse me,
you get a group of people get together, and East Coasters enjoy their beverages. I think a lot more than the rest of us do. So there's some of that involved, and everyone plays an instrument of some kind, and a lot of the music is Irish based. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff, sea shanties and that kind of thing. But just a kitchen party is a bunch of people getting together, and everyone just starts, stomping their feet and playing, and it's just a raucous good time. And I don't think anyone does that better than this guy.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I mean, there are other people that do this kind of music. The East Pointers. There's many others, but this is all I have. And I've been in a 2,000-seat theater, and he made it like a kitchen party. Just absolutely fantastic. This was his band, Great Big Sea. Then he went solo when Great Big Sea broke up. Just fun. You can't sit still when this kind of stuff's playing. There's guitars and drums and fiddles and lutes and all kind of mandolins and all kinds of shit, and it's just so much bloody fun. So I would go for a good old East Coast kitchen party any day of the week.
Yeah.
Great Big Sea is a fantastic band.
Yes. Alan's going out on tour this spring, and I think I'm going to see if I can nab a ticket to go see him in Kitchener. So
I would also. I'm not the hugest fan, but I would also throw Ashley McIsaac in there.
Sure.
Too. He's got all that good fiddle stuff.
I actually just, on a side note, I just bought some East Coast music today because I was listening to Davna Doyle this afternoon, her last record, which is called Liquor Store Flowers. And she's from Labrador. She's a host on CBC Radio. Good sort of contemporary rock records, but she was also in a band called Shay with Kim Stockwood and I'm forgetting the third person. And they did sort of East Coast, inspired kind of music. And I'm like, it's not available on vinyl. And the CDs have been out of print for 15 years. So I jumped on the old eBay and I bought a Shay CD. And then I was thinking about Melanie Doan. I think is from Toronto, but she plays fiddle and does some of that East Coast inspired stuff too. And I bought a couple of Melanie Doan CDs. I don't give a shit about the CDs. I'm just going to rip them so that I've got them digitally because the stuff's not available on vinyl. But some good sort of, rootsy kind of East Coast kind of stuff. So, yeah. But Ashley McIsaac, a good. The Rankins, they're another sort of. They're a little bit more country, but they still have some of that kind of East Coast stuff. Yeah, there's tons of it. So,
would you go with some early stuff like Stan Rogers too, or no?
Absolutely, sure, yeah, absolutely, good call, Stan Rogers. I have Stan Rogers. I never thought to pull that. So, yeah. East Coast.
Rita McNeil. You guys are forgetting Rita McNeil.
Rita McNeil.
I don't know if I'd call that kind of kitchen party music, but
I know.
I do have Rita McNeil's "Flying on Your Own" album.
Do you? We'll give her East Coast. We won't give her kitchen party music, though. But,
sure.
Yeah. Get out the screech and kiss the cod and have at her, boys.
Absolutely. And I know what that means, but a lot of people watching are like, what did they just say?
What? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep. All right. That means it's Daryl's turn again.
Okay. Well, at my party, I got to have the ladies at my party, and you
I
want to
hope
make
so.
sure that the ladies are also having fun. So why not let them? Why not let the ladies have fun? And Cyndi Lauper and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I might as well throw that on too. Keep them there. Keep them on the dance floor. What's funny about Girls Just Want to Have Fun is a lot of the teenage girls today. They'll even request this at high school dances, which is hilarious because it's one song from the '80s that they all seem to know. But other than that, I mean, the rest of this, maybe he's unusual or he's so unusual is, but the rest of this album, like all through the night and time after time, they're just such slow songs. So I wouldn't throw the rest of that on. But Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We got to keep the ladies at the party, and maybe what I would do is I'd bring this to Rob's party so that after the kitchen party, the ladies could have their own fun.
There you go.
Okay.
I always, every time I mentioned that in one of my 12 Things That Don't Belong in the Store album dealies in the last little while, other than Girls Just Don't Want to Have Fun, that I have probably heard enough times and don't hate, but the rest of that album is killer. Like She Bop, the first song on the second side, Money Changes Everything is fantastic. That little wind instrument or whatever the hell they got going on. I want to say it's like one of those little blow into it keyboardy things. Anyway, I think that's a fantastic I think that's a fantastic album. And again, I don't hate Girls Just Want to Have Fun, but I've heard it enough. But Rob, you were going to say?
Well, I just had a thought as you were talking there. I got to go back to this speaking of kitchen party thing for a second. This is how awesome this is. So this is a Great Big Seas album from '97. It was the one that, made them explode. There's a song in here which is a traditional song that they rearranged called "The Night Pat Murphy Died," and is literally a song about a bunch of newfies getting drunk at their buddy's funeral and misplacing the corpse.
Yeah, and it's a highlight of the live show.
It is a high, and they still and Alan does it live now. He never used to because he wasn't the one that sang it on this album.
Yeah,
but maybe the highlight of the record, a drunken funeral party. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there you go.
Very good. Very good.
Joe.
Yeah. Okay. Despite the fact that we all talked a bunch about the weather and how lousy all the weather is, maybe it's time for a little party on the patio, which is on this album. But ZZ Top, again, another band that I think for the most part, at least in my recollection, although I did have a couple beers back in the day from time to time, ZZ Top usually hit the stereo at the parties. Mm-hmm. This album, all the early stuff, actually, like by the time, good Lord, what was the big one? Jesus, Murphy. I really am starting to get old and senile. What the hell was the big album? Not Afterburner. That was the one after it. Eliminator. Yeah. But I mean, Eliminator, they got a little more with the drums and things like that. But this early stuff and Jesus Just Left Chicago and Pearl Necklace and all of that from the three boys from little band from Texas is always at a lot of parties that I went to. And specifically on this one is Party on the Patio, which I think we could all really look forward to right now. A patio open and having a beverage of whatever choice that you want on it. So
and their early stuff's really good. That LaGrange is I would play LaGrange at a party for sure. That guitar lick at the beginning and
yeah, I said, all that early stuff, all Tres Hombres and all of that. The more bluesier stuff. Again, I really, really liked Eliminator, despite the fact that I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called 2 minutes ago. I really liked that, and I like latter ZZ Top, but that early stuff was pretty. Have a couple of beers and have at her with them. So it was good.
Okay. I'm thinking of my party and I'm thinking Joe's coming. So this, we got to play some music specifically for Joe.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with this. If you're going to have a party, you might as well be waking up the neighbors.
You just got to know which one you're going with here.
It was played at all my parties that I was at. So,
yep. I mean, his 1991 album, love it. There's a song called House Arrest. That's about, throwing a party and getting under house arrest. Can't stop this thing we started. Honey, I'm packing you in. Don't drop that bomb. Great early 90s Bryan Adams. But the problem with that record is
there will be another tonight is the one I was going with off of it.
What's that?
There will never be another tonight.
There you go.
Another one I was going to go with.
The problem with that Bryan Adams record is it doesn't have Joe's favorite song. So you might as well, after that, play Bryan Adams Ultimate, which is his most recent greatest hits, because it does contain The Summer of '69, which is Joe's favorite, and all of Bryan's other hits. Let's see here. Cuts Like a Knife, 18 Till I Die. Yeah, just, all of Joe's favorite songs, but Summer of '69. So you got to do a Bryan Adams twofer just so that Joe gets really pumped up and excited.
Well, guys, got to go to the bathroom at a party every once in a while. So it's like picking the right song at a concert. Oh man, I can't hold it anymore. Oh, it's a ballad. I'll be right back.
Exactly. So
very nice. I do have, like, I've shown the fact that I do actually have some Bryan Adams albums, right? Like they're right there. They're right down there. Honest.
It's just the running joke because we know that you love Summer of '69 so much.
Richard's still keeping track. The last time Richard will keep track in 2025.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't have Waking Up the Neighbors, though. I just have the first 4 or whatever.
You know what, though? I actually think, being all serious, because I am a big Bryan Adams fan, I like this the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like it way better than Reckless. The other one I really like is 18 Till I Die. Those are number 1 and 2. And then probably Cuts Like a Knife and then Reckless. But this is just, I love this album. I wish I had a cleaner copy. This is an original from '91. It's kind of well worn, but yeah.
I'm shocked you're not including Bryan Adams' self-titled debut.
I mean, I like it. I think it might be in the top. It might be close to the top 5, to be quite honest.
Yeah, you like
I really do like it. Yeah,
that one. See,
that one.
I do have some. You know what?
I like that one. And then the one after that was You Want It, You Got It. Not a big fan. Like Cuts Like a Knife. Like Reckless.
Into the Fire's okay.
Into the Fire,
great, but it's okay.
It's okay. Like, it's good, but the energy on that one for me is a lot lower because it's a more.
How do you follow?
He's writing about Remembrance Day and that kind of thing, right? So it's a little more of a mood record, I think, than.
And it's how do you follow up Reckless?
Maybe what I have to do is maybe I actually have to get Waking Up the Neighbors, because it is one that, for me, I haven't heard over and over and over again. There's songs on it for sure. So maybe I'll see if I can pick that up somewhere.
Yeah, there's definitely one that's fully skippable on there from the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves soundtrack. But the rest of
it,
Everything I Do for You. I agree. All the others I love. That one I would skip.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are solid. Solid. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's really only 2 ballads. There's that one, and there's Do I Have to Say the Words? Everything else
that one wasn't overplayed. That one's okay.
Yeah. I mean, really,
and it's got a cool video taking place in Bulgaria or wherever he was. That was a neat video.
The only 2 songs that got played a lot, obviously, Everything I Do for You, and Can't Stop This Thing We Started.
Yeah.
So you should. This is your homework, Joe. You got to find a copy of this. I love this cover. He's got a megaphone and a Fender Stratocaster. There you go.
I'll see what I can do.
Richard is saying Into the Fire is a sleeper favorite of his. So
excellent.
I heard, I know, and this will get Joe excited, Bryan Adams has his own label that he started a couple years ago called Bad Records. And he's released a few things. You could buy a bunch of CDs from him. buy everything digitally because I guess there was a rights issue. But apparently, in 2026, he's going to start releasing the albums on vinyl that have never seen a vinyl release before.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited about. So, I mean, on a day like today, they only made like 1,000 copies. So I'm going to count that as not a release. So we might see that. We might see room service, which I think would be great. So we've talked more about Bryan Adams than most people are going to want to hear for the rest of the year. So good thing it's New Year's Eve.
That's right. Last time we get to talk about, well, I don't know, maybe not, but
you may come up again.
Yeah, that's right. That's
well,
okay.
To keep the party started, I'm going to talk about a band that I don't think I've ever talked about, and definitely not in 2025. So this will be the first time in 2025 and the last that I talk about this. But going with that disco funky stuff, and I think that this one, like I said, I don't listen to too much of that disco funk stuff, but Casey and the Sunshine Band is pretty good, and this is a gatefold. Them, and this is the what do they call it, part 3, but this is the one that has Let's Go Party, so we're going to do that, and we'll do Shake 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 Your Booty to continue with the dance theme, following up I guess Chubby Checker and all that. So yeah, I don't listen to this too often, but I think that that this is okay stuff. Right, and I don't think that Casey and the Sunshine Band gets talked about all that often. They're not that bad, and just like I said, just danceable, kind of funky music. So I will continue the party with Shake Your Booty, and then Let's Go Party right after that.
Still playing, I think, as well. I could be wrong, and maybe not now, but I think fairly recently in the past he was still out playing. I'm not sure exactly if the Sunshine Band has set or not, but I think that KC is still out there, and it's fun stuff. It's like the Bay City Rollers. It's like, for some, ABBA. I'm an ABBA fan as well as Rob, right? But it's a band that, you know, they've got a bit of a niche, but you can also put it on and you can still enjoy it, I think, regardless of whether you're a big fan or not. It's and if it came on at a wedding or a party, you know, you'd probably get up and you'd probably move around. So I think, anyway, which is what you want. So
is that
one is on RCA?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe.
I think we have 2 or 3 KC and the Sunshine Bands. I thought Joanne was coming to say hi. Okay. 2 doors down, they're laughing and singing and having a party. And this young lady is invited to the party. Actually, I don't think she was invited. I think that's the gist of that one, is that Dolly was not invited to the party or didn't go to the party. But there's some 1980s Dolly Parton. I think this is 1980s. Where is it? Why can I never find a date on these damn things? I have my glasses on. Yes, I know I'm old. 1977. Good Lord. Here you come again. And yeah, 2 doors down was the big hit off of there. But from what I understand, I think she's in a little bit of ill health these days, but not as dire as it was made out to be. But I mean, obviously, I am a fan. You can see the rock and roll Dolly Parton back there, and I like at point over towards the album that's over there, Jolene and that type of stuff, and you know, the late 70s, 9 to 5, that type of Dolly Parton stuff. And look at the wig. Like, I mean, if Dolly Parton's at a party, I'm going to the party. So there you go. Little Dolly Parton. 2 doors down. They're laughing and drinking and having a party. There's not alcohol in my brand new. Look at the size of this friggin' mug. I'm supposed to drink one of these at least every day. My wife tells me, because she loves me and she wants me to be around. So I'm doing what I'm told. I'm drinking my water.
I should hook you up with one of these, Joe.
Give me one of them. Exactly.
All right. There is only one, but I'll get my wife to make another one. Get one for you too, Daryl.
Sounds good.
Here, look at this. We got to get the drum sound. Do you have the duck sound still? Man, we haven't heard the duck for forever.
Let me see.
It's not a
hold on.
party without the duck sound.
Let's see here. Oh well, hold on. I don't have duck sound anymore.
No, what the heck?
No, I was trying to clean up my sound library, but I mean, I can do.
That'll work. That sounds like the beginning of Ram Jam. That would work at a party too. Back Betty.
I'm looking for that record if that ever comes into the shop, Joe. Or
Yeah,
we can do
that's
this.
Sure, why not?
That was boring. How about some applause? Make sure we got an audience. Oh, this would be appropriate. Here we go. Heartbeat.
Holy shit! I got my sub over there hooked up through here. It's just there was shit rattling. That's good. Now we're partying.
What else we got going on here?
Mine only comes out my laptop
There you go.
speaker, so I don't hear it.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. Oh, we got feeding the ducks. What's this? That's called feeding the ducks. I don't know. I don't put these here. StreamYard does. So
Is that a euphemism or something? What the hell?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go do a little feeding the ducks, and then it's sexy music.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard, we're having water shots all around.
Water shots all around. Daryl's got punch though.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do a refill here real quick.
All right.
No, you're up, sir.
Okay.
Oh, I like the next one, I think.
So we're going to go this way.
Yeah.
This just looks like a party, right?
Yep.
Trans-Canada Highwaymen. Joe and I both have this record. Fun. Now my son's fighting with my wife, so that's fun. Super group. Stephen Page from the Bare Naked Ladies, Chris Murphy from Sloan, Mo Berg from Pursuit of Happiness, and Chris Northey from The Odds. Got together and made an album of like top 40 70s radio hits, and it's just absolutely fun. It's what you would have heard on the radio if it was 1975. So,
Yep. Pretty much.
Yep, just a good. You can put this on, you can play the whole record, start to finish. They're all Canadian radio hits, so our American friends might not know all of them, but yeah, there you go.
Those guys.
Gotta look for that one.
Hopefully, there's a tour in 26 because I missed them the last time through.
So did I.
But them and these guys together, that would just be because that's kind of the East Coast stuff. Those guys and these guys are kind of the West Coast stuff with a little bit of mix. Sometimes Tuco will play some Montreal, like a Saga and stuff like that.
Yep.
But that would just be phenomenal. I'd be in for sure. So, but yeah, you do have to find that album, Daryl. I think I know you'd enjoy that one. So
Yeah.
And yes, it
just
is very
just the cover
inexpensive.
alone makes me want to get it.
Exactly. I'm going to turn this over to Daryl. I got to run for just a second because my wife and son are screaming at each other. So I got to go break up a fight.
Daryl's turn.
Joe can steer
Right
the
on.
ship.
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to work. I know Richard is still here, so Richard is going to approve of this. We're going to go. So we're going to go from my house just for a little bit. We're going to go down to the club, and we're going to do some club partying, but not an S Club party. We're not going to S Club party because that's terrible. But what we're going to do is we're going to go down and we're going to listen to Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. We're going to listen to Frankie Goes to Hollywood and relax. And we'll also listen to some, what is it, Two Tribes, I think it is the other one that was on here. Never has this one here doesn't have the songs named on it. So weird.
But Two Tribes.
But I think it's Two Tribes, I think is what it's called. I can never remember what it's called. Anyway, this is a fantastic album. If you haven't listened to this one, Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. I mean, this is great stuff. The art's really cool on it. And when I talk about the next band, they're going to kind of go hand in hand with the club scene. But yeah, no, this one here for me, it's a 2-disc set. When I ordered it, I wouldn't say that it was a blind buy, right? Because I knew the 2 big hits off of it. But this is start to finish, a really cool album.
Agreed.
So I think that if we go down to the club and we're listening to that, I think you can get a lot of people up on the dance floor to keep partying. This is like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night kind of thing on New Year's Eve to kind of keep it going. That's how I would look at it.
Yeah, you're right though. Not that anybody thought you weren't, but it is a very, very good album. They got not written off because they were one-hit wonders and whatever, blah blah blah, and their sexual preferences, right? Because that's a real fucking stupid reason to like or not like someone. But anyway, I digress about that. We'll leave that
back in the 80s, eh? Back in the 80s.
Yeah, just the mindset at that time. So, yeah. But really, really good album. And, as far as the party aspect, which is kind of our angle this evening, again, you put that on when I was working in the club and or doing weddings. I mean, both of them, Two Tribes and Relax. It just worked. It just always really worked. And it was really good, well-produced music as well. So,
well, I think that's what it is that the production quality on it is fantastic, and it flows really well. It's not like you got Relax and then some filler song. It's all the way through. It's just, it has a purpose.
I believe that I have heard it referred to as a concept album. I'm not sure that I know the concept or pretend that I do. But yeah, I like it a lot. I listen to it not on a regular basis, but I make sure that I do listen to it because it sounds really, really good. If you want to try the subwoofers out, speaking of the subwoofers, you can put that on and you'll get a little bit out of your subs from that. So
the thing about this album is, I find, and I didn't bring this one out because it's not a party album, but I find that the production on the Frankie Goes to Hollywood and the production, I don't think they're the same person that did it, but the songs from The Big Chair, Tears for Fears, like they both have that, like it has a purpose from start to finish. And that's what I like about them.
Yeah.
There's no skippable tracks or anything like that. It's just solid. It's
good stuff. I agree. All right. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There. Hey, he's back.
Hey, I'm back.
Everybody's alive. Everybody's okay.
Here's the problem. So it's Christmas holidays, right? And we've let him stay up, late every night. And now we're trying to get his bedtime back to where it should be because he takes forever to get. Yeah. Like it's 45 minutes to get ready for bed because he's just farting around like a 9-year-old does. So we're trying to reel him back to, you need to start brushing your teeth at 8:45 because some nights it's 10:30 by the time he's in bed. It's like, God damn. So we're trying to do that, and he's fighting us about it, and they get screaming at each other, and fun times.
Yeah, fun times. Yeah.
Your turn now, Joe?
It is, yep. So one hit wonder. Probably wouldn't have done anything if it wasn't the guy singing it, but always worked well, played well in the club. Again, is Eddie Murphy and Party All the Time. It was pretty straightforward. Of course, Rick James. I'm Rick James, bitch. Big part of this album, and not album. This is just the 12-inch. I don't know if there probably was a full album. I know that. What's his name? Good Lord. Never mind. I don't know if there was a full album or not. This is just the 12-inch single for Party All the Time. Bruce Willis. Not that there is any way comparing them other than they are both actors that also sing. Did have the whole Bruno and the Heaters album. And I'm not sure if Eddie did a whole album or not. But Eddie, I'm going to keep the leather business going. Murphy. Documentary this year that was interesting. I'm not sure that I liked it a whole bunch. It was well done, but it wasn't my favorite documentary that I watched this year, and I watched a lot of them. But Party All the Time, My Girl Wants to. It was really just repeat that over and over and over, right? So, and on the 12-inch even more so, but
it's a pretty good song considering it's an actor who's not really a musician.
Yeah, no, I know exactly, and you know, and Eddie sounds fine.
That was the thing that I didn't like about Bruce Willis. I actually can't stand Bruce Willis's song. The hell's it called? I forget what it's called. It's terrible.
I know the
But
album.
the Party All the Time is good.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely earwormy, right? If you hear it, that'll probably stick around for a little while. So, yeah.
Okay. I had to show a CD because this is not on vinyl. This is just a song about New Year's Eve, which I think is probably appropriate. This is Jim Cuddy's first solo album, All in Time, from 1998. If you were to consider all of the solo albums by all of the members of Blue Rodeo, mark that down on the score sheet, Richard. I just mentioned them.
Yeah.
Hands down, this is the best solo album out of all of them. I think it's fantastic. I actually heard this before I heard Blue Rodeo, believe it or not. But there's a song in here called New Year's Eve, and it's Jim is known for his ballads of heartbreak. You know, those just he knows how to write a song about having your guts ripped out and just being emotionally devastated, and that's kind of what this song is about. It's about, you know, a guy sees his former partner, I guess, on New Year's Eve, and he's just gutted by seeing her, and she's gutted, and it's did we do the right thing, you know, ending our relationship or whatever. And yeah, so great song. This whole album it does sound like Blue Rodeo, but it's very, very good. There's a great song in here called Trouble, which was a single. I really wish this was on vinyl. For some reason, Warner Music will not release it. I don't know why, but this is absolutely fantastic. I need to get another copy of this because I played the shit out of this and it's scratched all the hell. So I should actually buy another one of these. But yeah, Jim Cuddy's solo record.
Very
All
nice.
in Time, it's called. And
Very
to recap the score,
1998. I don't think I ever heard that.
it's good. It's so when I didn't really, I mean, I knew who Blue Rodeo were, but I didn't know any of their music, or I didn't realize that I knew, you know, Try and Rose Colored Glasses and that. That was back in the Much Music days. I used to watch Much Music all the time. And at the same time that this album came out and they were playing the video for Try, the album, The Days in Between, total brain fart, I have it hanging on my wall, was playing as well. And there was a single for Somebody Waits. And both of those albums or songs were in regular rotation on Much Music. And it was Trouble that I heard first. And I'm like, well, shit, that's good. So I went and bought the solo record and then made the connection that this is also the guy from that other video that I like. And, you know, now here we are. I've seen them 55 times. So what are you going to do? Okay. Daryl, show some Glass Tiger so Rich can keep the score going.
Well, I can neither confirm nor deny that might show up at some point. We'll see.
Sir. Get ready, Rich.
I gotta get a dog in this fight. I'm not sure. Springsteen, maybe. I guess we could put that for me. But then we all talk about so
Right.
So in my last pick, I said that we left my house and went to the club for a little bit, listened to some Frankie Goes to Hollywood. But at the same time, I think before we come home, to listen to a band that might show up, we'll throw on some Soft Cell. Actually, might even go to some other kind of a club while we're down there. But Soft Cell and Tainted Love is a weird album. It's obviously that synth pop and stuff like that. But you know, if you follow it after Relax and Two Tribes, it's good. But then maybe
You're
we'll
talking like the Montreal Ballet, maybe?
Yeah, something like
Never been.
Club Super Sex.
What are you talking about?
I never been to that one either. Anyway, yeah, Tainted Love I think is a pretty good song. It's a weird song, but it's a good dance track to follow it up at the club. And then once we're done there, just before New Year's, we're gonna head back to my place, and we'll see what's coming up next.
You certainly have Richard's full-blown appreciation for the Soft Cell album.
I take issue with this because the emphasis should probably be on the middle syllable of that word. So shouldn't fantastic be lowercase and the other word be uppercase if you're really trying to emphasize it? I don't know.
Yeah. Are we?
Maybe he's just not full on into the cuss mode yet. He's
Maybe.
still working on it.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm sure I've listened to the whole album. I'm obviously familiar with Tainted Love, but I will give it a spin for you, Richard, and report back that it is fan-fucking-tastic. Better?
Well, the way that Richard has it, it's fan-fucking-tastic.
It works either way. We love Richard. He can type it however the hell he wants.
Absolutely. He could tell me to off if he wanted to.
That's right. Exactly.
He wouldn't be the first person. So
no, that's right.
Be the first person today, but not the first person.
Maybe today, maybe in the last hour or so anyway, right? So
there you go. That's more like it.
All right. I am not sure how much I could do this next song anymore. I stay up late, but I'm not sure if I could party all night. But there's a little Quiet Riot, Kevin Dubrow and the Bros. There you go. There's the boys on the back. But party all night, Quiet Riot, the band that told everybody about Slade that didn't know about Slade. But we're pretty good still. I give them grief for that shit all the time, that if it wasn't for Slade, Quiet Riot might not have been. But they produced some of their own good stuff as well. But Mama, We're All Crazy Now on here as well. So that's a pretty good party song as well. And Stomp Your Hands, Clap Your Feet. Yes, I said that correctly. A little bit of Slade and a little bit of glam and a little bit of fun. So again, Quiet Riot, maybe not the bigger of the few albums that they had, but that got played at a lot of my late 70s, early 80s parties. It also may have got played in my 1973 Oldsmobile Omega with the Clarion 6x9 speakers in the back, cranked up, pissing everybody off in the neighborhood. Shut up, kid.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. When we were planning this episode, Daryl threatened to bring something to the party, and I threatened to retaliate. So I'm going to go first. We're going to go something a little upbeat, something a little, poppy for the kids, so to speak. We're gonna tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Yeah.
I think this is fan-fucking-tastic, to quote Richard. So, the big Spice Girl fan, right? So when they made it big in 95, 4, 6, whatever it was, I was that target demographic, right? I was that horny teenage boy. So you could understand the appeal, and the appeal, trust me, is absolutely still there. So I'm going to show this one first. I love this record. Wannabe obviously was the biggest song they ever had, and typically the one that everyone thinks of after that is the follow-up album and the song Spice Up Your Life. So we're just going to play both Spice Girls albums back to back. We're going to enjoy every second of it. There.
That's a good retaliation because I don't have the album that I wanted to show.
Oh, well, there you go. I
gotta buy it. I don't have it though.
I was preemptive. So.
Yes.
All right. Which makes it your turn, Daryl.
Nothing wrong with the Spice Girls. Nothing wrong with
No, there's nothing wrong with the Spice Girls. Now, for those of you that want to know, that I don't have it, but I was going to bring New Kids on the Block to the party if I had them. But I've only got a single, and it's not the song that I would want. But I'd want the Hangin' Tough album. That's the one I want.
Are you?
I know Rob is a huge fan.
Are you going to bring any Vanilla Ice to this party?
Vanilla Ice could have shown up to the party. However, we'll you'll see. You'll see.
Well, you'd have to put your name on it, or Rob would steal it from you.
I would steal it. That's why I'm asking.
Exactly. That's right. That's why we put our names back on our album. So pilfered.
No, we're gonna go back to my house, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on some Glass Tiger. That's what I'm gonna do.
There you go, Richard.
And this is the Diamond Sun album, and this is the one that features the song "My Song," which, if we're gonna go, I wouldn't say that it's full on kitchen sink party, but I would say that "My Song" meets that East Coast style.
Yep.
And I think that it's just a fantastic song. Diamond Sun is a little too depressing, but I'm still searching. Yeah, this isn't the one that you're going to want to play full on at a party, but My Song is a great song. And I believe, is it the one that has, or is it My Town? I can never remember which one it is that has Rod Stewart in it. I think it's My Town that has Rod Stewart in it, but I always get them mixed up.
That sounds right.
I don't want to make you too jealous or anything, Daryl, but tonight, as we speak, at this very moment, Glass Tiger is hosting a New Year's Eve party at Maxwell's in Waterloo, which is about 20 minutes that way. I had really considered it, and then it's probably a good thing that I didn't because of all this weather stuff that's going on. I'd have been stranded. I wouldn't have made it. Daryl, I can promise you, if you had made the trek down here, I would have gone with you, and you could have crashed here at my place.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that would have been fun. There they are on the inner sleeve anyway. Yeah, no, I would definitely bring out some Glass Tiger. Even if it's just for me and my own selfish needs at the party with My Song. But it's a good song. It's a good song. And I might, like I said, I might bring out the Simple Mission one and put on the My Town with Rod Stewart on it too, because that one's got a bit of a good catch to it. And hey, why not go with all three albums and play some Bryan Adams?
Let's do it. Richard, update the score. He just said it.
You got to get a little full-blown Rod Stewart in there too. I don't have any Rod, but he's had some good parties too. Do You Think I'm Sexy and Hot Legs and all that good stuff. He was definitely music played after the party when you found the girl, and then you had to listen to some music after the party because there's always that as well, right? So let's move back to the 50s. This is one of my favorite guys. Unfortunately, was not around for very long, but made a whole bunch of really, really good music. Nice. And the one that's on here, if we're going, is Having a Party. Just Sam Cooke. I just love this stuff. I'm not exactly sure where my love for this soul from the 50s and the 60s came from. I say that every time, and then I just think to myself, because it's fan-damn-tastic music. That's probably why. It's just because it is so good. And Sam Cooke was one of the best. And Having a Party is a fantastic song. I can't. I mean, I'm of the age where it was 70s parties, so it was beer and our jean jackets and that. But can't you imagine how some of those fantastic 50s parties would have been? The music that was out and just the mindset of people at that time and the difference that we were back in the 50s and the 60s than we became in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. And they all had their time. But I would love to go back and just be at a party in the 50s with all of that fantastic music. Positive music, happy music, really, really good music. Again, I love all my music, but it just would be fantastic to go back and have that experience, I think. So
yeah, every time I think about a 50s party, and I know it was different because it was the prom, but Back to the Future, when they go to the high school under the sea enchantment dance and all, that would be so cool to see those sock hops and that kind of thing. Yeah, I agree.
Chuck, it's your cousin Marvin. Listen to this.
I found the sound you were looking for.
Yeah.
So that's a paradox, right? Because Marty learns the Chuck Berry song, goes back to 1955, plays that song. Chuck learns it from Marty. So therefore it was never created. It always existed. And that's
right. Because Marty can't learn it if Chuck doesn't know it, but Chuck doesn't know it if Marty. Okay, stop.
Right? And the other problem is Marty plays an ES-335, which didn't come out until 1958. Just saying. I happen to have an ES-355 right there on my wall.
Yep.
There you go.
Very nice.
All right. That means whose turn? I lost track. Was that Joe?
That was
Just
me.
my
Joe's
turn.
turn.
Your turn. I'll be right
All
back.
right.
Your turn.
Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go with the song New Year's Day. This was mentioned in the comments a little while ago. U2. Off War from 1983. Eightfold. There's the fellows there. One of my favorite U2 songs. I think probably their first one of their first hits, if not their first big hit. I don't know if it was the first or not. But
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. So there's also there's many live versions, but the one you'll find is the one that's on Under a Blood Red Sky. I actually like the live version on here better than the studio album version. This is also a gatefold. There you go. So yeah, New Year's Day.
New Year's Day. No, U2's got a few party tracks, that's for sure. The Rattle and Hum album probably has a couple of songs that you could go with. Desire.
Yeah, I
That'd
mean,
be a good one.
I was thinking, like there's an assortment of songs that are out there just peppered throughout I mean, you could think of something like Elevation. You could hear that at a party, or Get on Your Boots, or
Discotheque.
Or the whole fucking Pop album, let's be honest, is kind of like the 90s, dance club.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So there's a ton of ways you could go. I just went quite literal with New Year's Day. So.
The only one that you probably wouldn't put on is the one that has Numb on it. I can't remember the name of that album. Zooropa.
Zooropa. Thank you. I don't put that album on at all because I hate it. So.
It's not a good album.
Richard's going to host a full U2 party. I will be there, Richard.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. We're just not going to play anything from Songs of Surrender because it sucks.
Maybe in 2026, when we do our end of the year wrap up, we will talk about how fantastic the brand new U2 album that came out in 2026 was.
God, I hope so.
Be nice. I'd take it. Yeah.
I do not have the 12-inch of New Year's Day, and in fact didn't know there was one. I'm not surprised that there's a 12-inch version of that. So I have very few U2 EPs because they tend to, especially the new ones, tend to be very expensive. They tend to do a lot of 12-inch EPs for Record Store Day, and there's like 3 songs they want $40, and I go, I love U2, but I don't love U2 that much.
No, that's right.
I have a handful of EPs that are U2 EPs, but I'll have to track that down, or at least hear I guess there's an extended version of the song on that, so I'll have to check it out. All right, Daryl. Oh, I almost screwed up, but I saved it at the last minute.
You did. You saved it. I love it. You're good.
Well, Joe, earlier in the show, you went with Prince and his 1999 album. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a different album, which is a soundtrack. And I'm not playing the entire soundtrack, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the lead-off track, which is Let's Go Crazy. Right? I mean, if you're going to party it up, you might as well go crazy. You might as well go nuts. And I think that that's a fantastic song. And what's really funny about this album is I bought this on CD when I was in high school, and I thought I was going to hate it. But Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, of course, Darling Nikki. These are all great songs. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. And I know you have your story, obviously, that you're not going to go into, but Prince is a guy that, as much as I didn't get into him, I would have appreciated seeing him in concert, minus when he went known as the Symbol or whatever it was. That was kind of stupid, but a lot of those musicians were doing that. He did that. Garth Brooks decided to go as
Chris Gaines
or whatever it was. Like, I don't know what they were doing with those symbols and all that, but
Prince was doing it because it was a contract dispute with his label.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he was doing it in protest because he figured if he went by a Symbol, it'd be hard to market his music and no one would know who the hell it was. So it was kind of like a fuck you to the record label.
Yeah.
Chris Gaines and Garth Brooks. That's just Garth Brooks being stupid.
But yeah, no, I would definitely throw on some Let's Go Crazy, because that's it is what it is. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's going nuts at a party song.
It's an interesting party if the song Darling Nikki and She Bop both get played at the same party. I'll let you all work that out yourself. All right.
Okay.
I should have started with this because it's you got to fight for your right. And I mean, what the hell? You got to fight for your right. Back when the Beastie Boys first started out, I love that song, and I still love that song. I should show this the right way. That's probably the wrong way. There you go. It's unfortunately, but that's the right way. So, but yeah, you got to fight for your right. But this whole album, obviously, their sound changed quite a bit, and I evolved with it and decided I would enjoy the rest of it at a later early age. But this was my introduction, obviously, to the Beastie Boys because it was their first album. But just good. No Sleep Till Brooklyn and just all the stuff that's on here. But you got to fight for your right. And if you watch the video, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the video. I'm sure you probably have somewhere along the line. It's at a party. So it definitely fits the bill, and one of my all-time favorites. Again, both the album and the band and the song. So you get the whole.
I think the funniest track on there is that Girl song. It's so cheesy that you could probably throw it on at a certain point in the party and people will get up and dance to it. It's such a bad song, but it's so funny.
Yeah. Kick It. Oh, yeah, for sure. So, and yes, Attack from Down Under. You are correct. I should have thrown Relax in there as well. Yes, that's right. So, but again, it was one of those songs. Sometimes you would go to a jock party. Like I had friends that were jocks. I had friends that smoked weed. I had friends that were goth kids or whatever you called them in the 70s or whatever. So there was this type of music, that type of music, that type of music. But Fight for Your Right made it to all the parties. It didn't matter which version of a party you were at. Fight for Your Right kind of made it there just because it was the right thing. So
okay, Richard, if you're watching, gotta update the score here. This is a last minute. I just thought of this. We're going back to Joe's favorite artist again. I'm sorry, but off of 18 Till I Die, it ain't a party if you can't come round.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And Let's Make a Night to Remember. And then, once the evening is over, I Want to Be Your Underwear.
Yeah. Oh, there's pre-party songs, party songs, and post-party songs as well. So, yeah.
So party. Not to bring Bryan Adams back up again, but there's some party songs in here. I love this record, and you'd be very hard pressed. This is an incredibly rare album, so thankful to have found this 20 years ago. But I've never ever seen another copy, and they're quite expensive when they do come up. So there you go. 18 Till I Die.
Very nice.
Richard, update the score, please. You're slacking off.
Got it. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Okay, we'll go around again. We got time to go around again. Go around one more time.
All right.
Carol.
Okay, so I had mentioned, for whatever reason, I showed Casey and the Sunshine Band. I showed the Village People earlier. It's funny because I'm not a huge disco fan, but this is one disco song that I actually really like. And I think what it is I liked it in the commercial with the gorilla or the monkey or whatever it was. And that's the Tramps and Disco Inferno. I think it's a fantastic song. Fantastic. I probably should have followed this up after Casey and the Sunshine Band, but look at the dance shoes. And Joe, you showed with your Max Webster album the dress code on the back.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Why don't we all go to a party dressed like that?
Oh man, flares! Look at that. That's serious. No screw.
But yeah, no, Disco Inferno. I don't know what it is. It cracks me up every time I hear it. It reminds me. it's not the Geico commercial. There was a commercial that had a gorilla or a monkey on it, and the monkey always did the whole burn, baby, burn, and then the flames would come. I don't know what it was. Anyway, it's just a funny song. Definitely danceable.
Very nice.
Don't get any ideas in your heads that I'm a huge disco fan because I've shown 3 disco albums tonight. But
Again,
yeah,
it's got
we're ending 2025 on a disco note, apparently.
Yeah. That's all right, though. That's all right. So what are we doing? Are we doing one single and then a speed round?
I have a 2 for left, and that's it. But we can do another round, and I just won't show anything. That's all good.
Okay, well, let me do this one, and then because I got a bunch that kind of go together. So let's do that. It's just called Party. Boston. This one got played a lot because it was just good. You could put it on, and everybody kind of enjoyed it for the most part. Good, fun, sit around, drink some Pilsner beer, have a good time. Probably got cranked up at a lot of bush parties as well, but just one of my favorite bands. And again, just a fantastic album. Boston. And the second one. So very good album. Very, very good album. Don't Look Back. Yeah, but the song on here is The Party, but also on here Feeling Satisfied, which again could be a post-party, not necessarily the next day. I don't imagine, sometimes after the party, but what else? Don't Look Back. Yeah, it was good stuff. Good stuff. I always enjoyed that one.
Sorry, I almost forgot my closer.
I'm going to show 2 because it's the same artist, and this is all I have to show. When I thought of party music, there's instantly one person that came to mind, and it's the artist that, in my opinion, has the worst album covers ever. Yeah. Bob Seger, because his album covers all look the same. They're all dark with the same shitty logo and the same hair. I mean, I know he's got some earlier albums, but most of his albums that you see kind of look like these. But who cares about what his albums? Oh, look at that's a stylish set of folks right there.
Nice.
That goes right along with Daryl's folks in their getup.
Exactly.
Especially this gentleman right here. He's well attired. Good Lord. Look at this. And then you got this fellow right here. He's pretty styling. I mean, when you want to go to a party, just some good straight up Detroit rock and roll, right? You've got, Hollywood Nights. Old time rock and roll was what I thought of first, because I just thought of Tom Hanks, in the scene in Risky Business. I don't know why that popped into my head, but I'm like, all right, that's good. It's a good party number. What else is on here? Night Moves is on this one. Rock and Roll Never Forgets. I mean, you just put on a Bob Seger record, and that's good party music. So.
Well, it was quite the party in Risky Business at the end. So
exactly, which is exactly, I think, why it sort of made me think of that. So
I haven't watched that for a long time. Rebecca De Mornay, got to watch that again. That's a good. That's a good movie. So
okay, I have nothing else to show, but if you guys got one more, we'll finish her up. So
yeah, I've got enough for a speed round. Yeah,
right. Let her up. I'll see if I can think of something in 2 minutes.
So you're all worried about dressing up like Bob Seger and the other guy. Why don't we dress up like Boy George and go with a little Karma Chameleon, which I think is it's a great party song, and we could reenact the music video and the guy getting pushed off the plank and all that on the, what do you call that, the steamboat or whatever it was. But yeah, Karma Chameleon, Color by Numbers. It's a pretty good album, and I'm kind of a Secret Culture Club fan. I have 3 or 4 other albums. I'm not ashamed to say that. Then I have a 12-inch single. This would be like a sports party, but I don't know if you guys remember the dance band XL. They did a song called Fluxland. You would probably know it to hear it. Anyways, played at all the sports parties and stuff like that. So I would go with that 12-inch single. And then Rob, you asked me earlier if this was going to be a Vanilla Ice party. Well, it's going to be an under pressure party for sure.
That's okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my name on it. I am going to follow it up with Vanilla Ice. That's what I'm
Yes.
going to do. And then once the party is over, or once I want people to leave, except for Rob, because Rob likes this, and Rob would have to stay at my place anyway until the flight home.
Right.
To get everybody out of my house, we'll throw on some We Built This City.
Absolutely.
That's the party killer right there.
Ellie, that's a fantastic song.
I'd go
I
sleep.
love it.
I'd go sleep in the 3-foot snowbank personally, but that's just me. I know you guys love that song, and that's good.
I will play that several times.
It is a party song. It is a party song. I will give it that for sure.
All right.
Okay. We're going to start with a little Wicked Wanda Jackson, a big fan. Jack White is a big fan of. I'm not sure. There was a documentary out a while ago. I think it might have been called Wicked Wanda. I'm not exactly sure. But Rockabilly Queen from back in the day. This is the last album produced by Jack White. He was a big fan. But the party ain't over, and that's what is the name of this. That's what the name of this album is. Come on, Joe, you can get all the words out at the same time, but it's good. I wish I could find some of her older stuff. It's out there. It's available. I just haven't ever had a chance to find any, but this one's pretty good. So the party ain't over is one, and then you can't have a party without a little Oingo Boingo and Dead Man's Party. One of my favorites. Danny Elfman, back before he was doing all the other things that he does, back with Oingo Boingo. And it looks like they're at a bit of maybe a quinceañera. I'm not sure. A hell of a quinceañera, though, possibly. Maybe not. Probably not. But a Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo is always good. And let's see. I got two more. So first off, I got to kind of cover this a little bit. I don't know why. But The Last Girls at the Party by the Beaches.
Yes.
This is a good album. I listened to this today.
Need to get that one.
More than just today, but this is a good one. But yeah, Last Girls at the Party is on here. And it's decent. It's kind of a cool, snowflakey kind of thing. So Last Girls at the Party, Dead Man's Party, the party ain't over. And what you got to do is you got to rock and roll all night and party every damn day. This is, I don't know, this might be one of my favorite. I was going to say it's one of my favorite Kiss albums. All those first ones are my favorite Kiss albums. But, of course, the big rock anthem on here. Party all night. Rock and roll all night and party every day. The box set, I wasn't going to get the box set. I haven't decided to give Gene any more of my money currently. But he's got enough of it for now. But there you go. We'll rock and roll all night and party every day. There you go.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Ta-da.
I pulled one last-minute record.
There you go.
All right. The Strumbellas, We Still Move on Dance Floors. Band from Peterborough, Ontario. They made it huge on their follow-up album. They had a song that is annoying as hell. It was like number one around the world called Spirits. You would know it if you heard it. I'm a big fan of that song in particular, but they're kind of an upbeat pop, rock, folk, whatever, but you're on your feet, you're dancing, it's fun. I had the privilege to see them before they were famous. I met Daryl and Simon, signed by these guys. It's hard to tell, but it is. Just a fantastic record. They're all just up-tempo songs. I can't describe what the Strumbellas sound like because they don't sound like anybody else. So, but very enjoyable. This is on a cool orange vinyl. So, yeah, I saw them in a venue with about 200 people. They opened for Whitehorse back in 2013. I can't believe it was that long ago. So, there you go. The Strumbellas, We Still Move on Dance Floors.
They were just here, and I found out 2 days after when someone came in the shop and goes, "You got any Strumbellas? I just saw them the other night." And I was like, "What?" You got to pay more attention. I got to pay better attention. So
I would like to see them again. Unfortunately, Simon Ward, who was the lead singer and songwriter, he did a Brian Wilson. He stopped touring, and they brought in another lead singer, and then he eventually left the band altogether. And they're still going, and they sound great even with the new lead singer. I'm glad I got to see them with Simon, who's kind of the one responsible for crafting their sound. But it's really up tempo. It's like 5-part harmonies and whatever, but it's really good stuff. If you get to see them, go see them. But if you want to, I'd recommend if you're going to start with a Strumbellis record, start with We Move on Dance Floors. Really,
Good place to start. Good.
I like it.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's it. We made it. Our party's over.
Party's over.
Party's is over, but the party's just begun. One or the other.
There you go. There you go.
Because I still got half a jug of water.
Yeah, I just slopped some on my desk. Good thing the top of my desk is glass.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll do as we always do. We'll go around the horn real quick. I don't know if Joe wants to make a channel announcement about something coming up, or is that still on the down low for now?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that yet for sure. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe's got something in the works, so stay tuned.
Yeah, a revival of something that I had tried earlier. So we'll leave it at that. We're going to do some testing to see if it plays or not, and then we'll go from there. So looking forward to it, though.
And store's good?
Store's good. Yeah, store's been busy, actually. It was people came in the last couple of days, the Monday, Tuesday. We weren't open today. Spent some Christmas money, things like that. People came in, bought some new stuff as well, had ordered some new stuff. Well, I think we sold a bunch. I can't remember exactly how many of that 50th anniversary of Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, which was like a $90 box set-y thing. There was the more expensive version as well, but we did a lot with that. There's some cool stuff coming out in the near future, which will be interesting. And then, I meant to do it all along. It just happens to be there's been 3 bands in a row that I've contacted and talked about, again, having their stuff at the shop. Having a nice local section, putting their posters up, do some videos with them. As much as I can promote them, as much as, the tens of hundreds of people that sometimes will watch what I do, but and what we do, obviously, as well. So going to really try and do a little bit more of that. If they've got some vinyl, even if they've got CDs, try and have that a little bit more at the store going on. So, yeah, looking forward to 2026, certainly.
Good. What about you, Daryl?
Nothing too much. Did my vinyl tag 2026 the other day, posted that, and then I posted a video this morning just of my top records that I purchased this year, and also some VCLT that I got has also showed up on there. And other than that, I think
there you go.
Why not take it? Yeah, I'll take it. Just contact me and we can go from there for sure. Oh yeah, and I'm thinking I've still got to get the questions set in stone, but I'm gonna, as long as nobody steals the thunder and does the Canadian vinyl tag. I don't know if it's going to be the Canadiana vinyl tag, but it's going to be something associated with Canada vinyl tag. Maybe some stereotypes on Canada and your albums. I know some people that I'd mentioned it to said, that because they live in other parts of the world, they don't have a lot of Canadian music, but maybe
the stereotypes is a good idea.
Yeah, stereotypes.
Yeah,
show an album with, I don't know, a 2/4 on it or something.
Exactly,
that'd be funny.
Perfect. Cool. That's good.
Cool.
And you?
Well, the last video I did was the contest entry for Americana Sam's 5-year contest. So we did that. I have the vinyl tag ready to be filmed. Like, I've answered all the questions. I just have to pull the records and shoot it. Well, it won't be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow. So it'll be up, I don't know, maybe on the weekend, probably, I think. And going into 2026, obviously we're going to keep doing this. And I tentatively have an interview scheduled in January with my pal Kendall Carson, who's a wickedly talented musician that's played on a ton of stuff. And I think that's going to be a fascinating conversation. And I'm going to be stepping back into my role as one of the somewhat regular hosts of the Vinyl Community Podcast. I got a few ideas rolling around in my brain there, but I haven't hosted an episode in probably 6 months. So I've committed to doing at least an episode a month. So that should be interesting. I'm going to try and do something different than what I do on my channel, because I don't want to just do show and tell. There's a place for that, but I want to maybe do something a little more substantive on the podcast. So we'll see what that turns into. So not sure yet, but
awesome.
So yeah, watch for the Vinyl Tag video probably by the end of the week.
Guys, it's been a fantastic 2025 hanging out with you every Wednesday. We missed a couple here and there, but I look so much forward to it, and everybody in the chat as well. Richard, I'm going to point out a few people that have joined us on here as well, right? Richard and Chris and Trevor and those guys, but everybody, that Record Hound is here all the time. He's just never come on with us, right? So, yeah. but everybody, we really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I really, really look forward to it with you two and everybody that's in the comments. So let's just keep it going in 2026 and have some more fun and talk about some more records and stuff.
Absolutely. I mean, to echo what Joe said, it's the highlight of my week. I'm proud of this little show that we've made, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys every week. And the fact that people tune in every week to listen to us idiots ramble still amazes me, and I'm grateful for that. Even if nobody watched, I think we would still do this. So
yeah, it'd be fun. And I think I can't speak on behalf of you two, but I've got nobody up here in my town that would talk about this stuff. So this is kind of an outlet for me to know other people and to just talk about music. It doesn't even have to be records in general, but just music.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
There, and that's our New Year's resolution, is to get Record Hound on, because he says he'd come on. So there you go. Sometime in 2026, you're coming on.
You think these faces are anything to look at?
Yeah,
Record Hound, come on. Jeez.
Exactly. So, yeah.
All right, guys. To everybody watching, thank you for joining us tonight and joining us throughout the year as you've done. We're very grateful, and to everyone that's going to watch this later. Again, thanks for your support in 2025. We will be back next week, as we always are. Happy New Year, everybody. I wish everyone a prosperous 2026. And go ring in the new year, folks. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.